finest professional wrestling from the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic region, Capital Wrestling.
Welcome to a special year-end edition of Capital Wrestling. I'm Stephen James, coming to you from the Connecticut School of Broadcasting Studios in Hasbrook Heights. And tonight, we will count down the top 10 moments this year in Capital Wrestling. Let's kick off our top 10 with the very first title match in Capital Wrestling history. With all the controversy surrounding the Capital Wrestling Tag Team titles, lately it's hard to keep track of who's in possession of the belts. Portia Vaughn's very own Luxury Muscles Incorporated made a statement by becoming the first ever Capital Wrestling champions.
Beautiful body slam. A little too much showboating, if you ask me.
A little bit too much showboating. Have you been watching what Shields and Styles have been doing for the duration of this match?
Listen, when you look that good, everything you do comes across as showboating. They can't help it.
If only the world could see how many times I've shaken my head while listening to you talk.
Wow.
I'm in for a long ride here in Capital Wrestling with you sitting next to me.
I'm sorry, were you talking? I was distracted by the beauty, the grace, and the intelligence of Portia Vaughn on the outside of the ring.
Yeah, of course. You're not watching what's going on the inside of the ring.
Cheating,
going down here, and a German suplex. Ah, come on, not like that.
Oh my goodness. It's one step further, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what a beautiful night for women history. What a wonderful night for feminism. What a wonderful night. We got to witness history. The first step in the feminist wave of Capital Wrestling.
The tag division isn't just about the champions. The North-South connection, who have had a rough year, finally found sanctuary in Capital Wrestling in the form of Timmy Danger.
But I went ahead and made a big daddy decision on my own for us. And we're going to join the Danger family. Okay?
Wait. What? Who?
The Danger family. We're going to start winning matches with Timmy Danger as our leader. As long as we do whatever the boss tells us.
Don't ever call me that again.
Alright.
Look, you got it right. The two of you are about a step beneath pathetic. No, it's not all hopeless. You guys are garbage. Don't worry. I was sent here to help you guys. Me, I'm a god of tag wrestling. I can carry anybody to a win. Hey, look, even you, sweetheart. All you gotta do, follow all of my directions, all right?
Okay.
All of them. And we'll be perfect, baby.
Perfect.
From one transformation to another, the Pain Train Preston Quinn, along with his National Wrestling Alliance, set upon a crusade to destroy sports entertainment in the name of true professional wrestling. Feeling his crusade needed to be taken to the next level, the Pain Train became something more.
You see, this is exactly what I was talking about.
I get it.
All the way up here I was talking about.
I know.
That kind of crap.
I know, but
You know what has to be done.
No.
You know what has to be done. I've been holding back.
Don't.
This sports entertainment crap has gone too long. This wave of crap has gone too long. It's time for a crusade, Bo.
Come on.
Oh, we can go that far.
I know where you're going with this. Don't
Somebody's got to
Don't
be
do
the
it.
executioner. Somebody's got to drop the hammer. This crap has gone on for years in this business.
I get it, and I understand, but it's not that bad. It can't be. We don't need
time to pay tribute
we
to
can't.
those that would not allow this to go on.
Come on.
It's time for the destruction of sports entertainment. It's time that Capital Wrestling and all the wrestling landscape sees a man that they refer to now as the Master of Excellence.
You guys brought this on yourselves.
Many in the world of professional wrestling have said that both Maxwell Jacob Friedman and the one above all, Anthony Gangone, are the future of this industry. And one October night, the future became the present as both men went head-to-head in our number 7 moment of the year.
Goes for the kick.
Neck breaker.
That jumping neck breaker.
And suddenly, Maxwell Jacob Friedman in a little bit of trouble here. What a clothesline.
Clothesline, springboard, and MJF perhaps on Dream Street into the corner here, trying to compose himself.
He'd never buy a house on Dream Street. The property value's too low. Gangone.
Into the corner, missed. But Gangone smartly into the ring, springboard, tornado DDT, cover, 1, 2, 2 only. Went for the punch, springboard, no. Exploder suplex, MJF, running knee. 1, 2,
And
2 count only.
Somehow Gangone manages to kick out of that terrible place.
Taking to his feet,
Oh
rolling
no.
through, he's getting him up.
Perhaps a
He's got him
power
up.
bomb.
Fighting through it, tried to go for it, on his feet, punch to the face. Calling for it is Freeman, no! Pop-up powerbomb, 1, 2, 2 count only.
I don't know if he's aware that Gangone is up because this is a terrible position for him to be in.
The wrestling god looking to press his advantage here, looking to fly perhaps, through the middle rope, into the chairs.
He's just finished setting those back up. Unbelievable.
Oh my God!
Maxwell Jacob Friedman moving out
And
of the way.
what
but
a
not.
kick! Tried to take his head off.
Maxwell Jacob Friedman slipped.
And
slipped.
down goes Gangone, trying to lock that arm into some sort of lock. I can't see
This
from
could
this
be
vantage
it.
point.
This could be it for Anthony Gangone.
Wrenching that shoulder. Gangone in a good position though. Rolls through
Putting in going for Anaconda Vice or
with a bridge. He's got it.
hitting his stomach, but not tapping.
And Freeman
He's
is in
not
trouble
tapping.
here.
He's trying not to tap.
Rolls through. Goes for the arm bar. He's got it locked in. No.
But Gangone.
Gangone.
Can he reach the ropes from there?
He can't fully extend that arm. Smartly pinning him up. Rolls through.
Oh.
Spit in the face. Disrespect. Went for sunset flip powerbomb. A pile driver. 1, 2, 2 count.
And Gangone somehow manages to kick out.
And the wrestling god has 9 lives here as Gangone finds a way to kick out once again. What an incredible matchup we have tonight on Capital Wrestling Television.
Maxwell Jacob Friedman not getting what he wants, and that is not something he's used to. And now hopefully trying to do something, anything to put away the wrestling god, Anthony Gangone.
Looking for it again, perhaps. Getting him up. Could it be? Divine Madness. Inverted GTS. 1, 2, 3.
Unbelievable.
What a fantastic matchup here as Anthony Gangone is victorious here. The wrestling god overcoming MJF.
When we come back on Capital Wrestling, our top 10 continues with carnage, death-defying feats of athleticism, and more. What was your top 10 moment in the year of Capital Wrestling? Tweet us at Capital Wrestling. Then don't forget, tickets are still available for World War IV, coming to you live December 29th at 7 p.m. on Twitch from the Capitol Auditorium in Hoboken.
Come to the Capitol on December 29th in Hoboken for our biggest event yet, World War IV. Don't miss Ken Dixon versus John Kerman in a Capitol Championship match, a 5-way #1 contenders match for the Capital Wrestling Championship, a Pocky Chip Death match, and of course, in a match that will shape the future of Capital Wrestling, it's time to push the button as World War IV comes to Hoboken. Get your tickets now at tinyurl.com/capital WW4. Want more Capital Wrestling content? Then look no further than our Instagram. Follow @Capital Wrestling today and see every moment the Capital has to offer, as well as match announcements, merchandise deals, and more. Come to the Capital and follow our Instagram today.
The rock god Ronnie Burton has made a name for himself in Capital Wrestling by going against the grain. From interrupting Femivis Portia Vaughn to teaming up with a salty dog. Nothing proved you can't kill the metal quite like our number 6 moment.
Of course, Joey Ace and Neil Sharkey having history already. Joey Ace having attacked Neil Sharkey.
Oh no, off the amps. Off the amps, Ronnie Burton, what's he gonna do?
Burton gonna go for a dive. Flying
the
cross
amps.
body. Teetering.
In perhaps one of the more contentious introductions to Capital Wrestling, the Bad Apple Matt McIntosh made his presence known looking to spoil Marcus Dowling's All Talents meeting. One man who took exception to this was then intergender champion of the known universe, now Sapphire television champion, the colossal Mike Law. Law, who felt as if the Bad Apple was overlooking him in their match later that evening, took exception, and that night was a classic.
Hey everybody, what's going on? I want to thank everybody for coming to the show. We have 8 matches. I want everybody to just concentrate on getting through these matches. I don't want anybody to get hurt. We're brand new to this building. I don't want any craziness, any BS going on. I want to welcome a couple of people to the locker room. A couple of people welcome to the Black and Brave students. Also, welcome to Matt McIntosh. Matt, thanks for coming. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're damn right. Thanks for coming. Why haven't I been here since the beginning?
I mean, it's for us.
Oh, no. It's because cheese nuggets like all these, they're taking my spot, right?
Wow.
Yeah, no. See, this is what you've been missing out on. And tonight, Mike Law, I'm going to make you call me Daddy. You're going to call me Daddy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to take this little belt from you. I'm going to throw it over the bridge.
No, I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
This is my house. I start this place. I will end you tonight.
This is adorable.
Yeah.
It's very adorable.
It's the same thing
You know
you
what,
said on
bro?
Twitter.
You smell real
Gentlemen,
good.
gentlemen.
You
Yeah.
smell
Come
real
on,
good.
guys. Come on, guys. Save it for the ring.
No.
Save it for the ring.
Yeah.
Come on.
Big guy.
I'm right here.
What are you? You're dead.
I'm right here.
You're dead, man.
I'm dead?
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Don't worry about it.
That's a
We'll
threat.
be your wrestling.
That's a
place.
threat?
That's what I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
Rest assured.
Very cool.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
Rest assured, my friend.
Yep. And I'm going to make you call me Daddy. And then I'm going to ask you, how do you like them apples? Bitch.
Super kick. Springboard.
Going for an ace crusher.
Springboard stunner here. 1, 2, 2 count.
Unbelievable. And Matt McIntosh cannot believe it either.
Rotten to the core.
He is furious with the referee. But unfortunately, the fact is Mike Law kicked out.
Into the corner. Roll up. Holds the underhooks. Double underhook. DDT. 1, 2, 3.
He got it.
He got
Unbelievable.
him.
Mike Law retains.
Our number 4 moment on the countdown features another debut from perhaps one of the most charismatic performers in the history of Capital Wrestling, the native beast, Nyla Rose. Coming to the aid of Caffeinated Express and giving Stan Styles a moment that he will never forget.
But wait a minute.
Sizzling Stan Styles.
Just can't let go of the shake weight. He promised he would focus on this match for Portia Vaughn. Beast to belly. And that's all she wrote. Nyla Rose successful here in Capital Wrestling.
Before his date with Capital Wrestling champion Ken Dixon at World War IV, the hybrid athlete John Kerman makes our countdown as we'll flash back to the most physical and personal feud in Capital Wrestling to date as he took on Jeff Cannonball in their final meeting of Capital Combat. Loving our list so far? Let us know what your top 10 moments in this year of Capital Wrestling are by heading over to the Capital Wrestling Facebook page. What will be the top 2 moments in Capital Wrestling for 2017? Keep watching to find out.
Don't miss a single moment of Capital Wrestling television by subscribing to our Twitch. Twitch.tv/Capital Wrestling not only gives you a brand new episode every Monday night at 7:05, but exclusive content like Capital Wrestling's World War IV Live, exclusive Match Zero content, Capital Wrestling Binge Mode Marathons, and the upcoming Level Up with Stephen James and more. Push the button and subscribe to Twitch.tv/Capital Wrestling.
Capital Wrestling fans, you are now able to represent Capital Wrestling by wearing your own official Capital Wrestling t-shirt from Pro Wrestling Tees. Whether or not you're royal, our royal blue t-shirt will show that you are loyal to the Capital. Order now for only $19.99 at ProWrestlingTees.com/Capital Wrestling.
Welcome back to Capital Wrestling's year-end Top 10 Countdown. It's been a year of highs and lows for the Capitol, and citizens have come from all over to the Capitol Auditorium in Hoboken to witness our number 2 in our countdown. The Concrete Rose Sonny Kiss is unquestionably one of the most beloved figures in Capital Wrestling. But his road here in Capital Wrestling has not always been easy, losing in tag team action and to eventual Capital Wrestling champion Ken Dixon in his first 2 outings. With that in mind, Sonny Kiss put his career on the line when the Concrete Rose went toe-to-toe against 6'8", 296 pounds of endgame, Paul Jourdain. With the Capitol citizens fully behind him, Sonny Kiss would step up to the challenge.
Wait a minute,
That was
what?
3!
What the hell?
First match, endgame, Paul Jourdain.
Oh no.
This can't be happening! Not like this! It cannot end like this!
That's it. We have seen the last of Sonny Kiss here at Capital Wrestling.
Referee Mike Keener out.
Unfair, unfortunate as it might be.
Matthew Ryan Shapiro bringing his own referee.
I guess we'll never see the fantastic ass and
Wait a minute, at ringside here.
Marcus Dowling.
No, turn off the music. It does not happen like this in Capital Wrestling. Everybody in this God-blessed building saw Matthew Ryan Shapiro get Sonny Kiss in the face with a book.
Recounting events.
Rob, I am acknowledging your decision. Restart this match.
Marcus Dowling laying down the law here in Capital Wrestling. Will not let Matthew Ryan Shapiro get the upper hand.
There's
and
still a
Sonny
chance.
Kiss stalking the end game.
Oh.
Into Matthew Ryan Shapiro. Schoolboy, 1, 2, 3. He did it! He did it! Sonny Kiss!
Unbelievable!
You said he couldn't do it! You said he couldn't do it, but he did it! Sonny Kiss remains in Capital Wrestling!
And we got a real problem here between Marcus Dowling and Matthew Ryan Shapiro.
What are you doing to me? What are you doing to this company? What are you doing?
And here in the screaming match, I don't know if you can hear it, Steven. The screaming match from
Face to
Marcus
face.
Dowling and
Oh
Matthew
my God.
knocking over the cameraman.
Matthew Ryan Shapiro shoving
furious.
down Marcus Dowling.
He put his hands on Marcus Dowling.
That's the co-owner of the company.
Matthew Ryan Shapiro incensed.
Perhaps he's
incensed
gone
about what's
too
going
far.
on. But it doesn't matter. All that matters is Sonny Kiss is still here at Capital Wrestling.
And number 1 on our Capital Wrestling Top 10 Countdown just goes to show you that the best laid plans don't always turn out the way you want. Capital Wrestling co-founder Marcus Dowling learned this firsthand as Capital Wrestling's King Kong looked to crown the first ever Capital Wrestling champion. In a stunning turn of events, the Esquire of Excellence, Matthew Ryan Shapiro, had other plans and set about to change the course of Capital Wrestling as we know it. our #1 moment for 2017.
Dixon, will you be my Capital Wrestling Champion? Make me the happiest man in the world!
Well, just getting here to the broadcast table, Steven, and Bo Crockett, already you can see the Capital roster. Very upset at the crowning of the new Capital Wrestling
Ken
champion.
Dixon says yes. Ken Dixon is the Capital. That's not how belts work.
Sorry, Steven.
Give it up for my Capital Wrestling Champion, the Bearded Bastard, Kenny 3 Belts, Ken Dixon.
I'm tearing up here. He said yes.
Well, there you have it. It's our top 10 Capital Wrestling moments of 2017. Were there any we missed? Follow us on Twitter at Capital Wrestling and let us know. We hope to see you December 29th at the Capitol Auditorium in Hoboken for World War IV. But if you can't make it live, don't worry. You can still push the button by watching 7 p.m. at twitch.tv/Capital Wrestling as we air World War IV live in its entirety.
Come to the Capitol on December 29th in Hoboken for our biggest event yet, World War IV. Don't miss Ken Dixon versus John Kerman in a Capitol Championship match, a 5-way #1 contenders match for the Capital Wrestling Championship, a Pocky Chip Death match, and of course, in a match that will shape the future of Capital Wrestling, it's time to push the button as World War IV comes to Hoboken. Get your tickets now at tinyurl.com/capital WW4.
Welcome back to Capital Wrestling. Mr. Entertainment, Harry Turjanian here, and I have the pleasure of being joined by the person who may have had the best 2017 out of anyone here at Capital Wrestling, the Esquire of Excellence, one Matthew Ryan Shapiro.
Harry, first of all, thank you so much for having me in this lovely studio. Thank you to the Connecticut School of Broadcasting. Checks in the mail, blah. But Harry, first, I want to apologize for my brusque actions to you several weeks ago on Capital Wrestling Television. You know, the heat of the moment. I saw Stephen James and Marcus Dowling's stupid faces. I reacted harshly, and I apologize.
That's fine. Wrong place, wrong time. It was a big night for you. I didn't realize, it wasn't my place to be in the ring, but I was happy to be part of that moment, a great moment, as you crowned the first Capital Wrestling champion, Ken Dixon.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful moment. You know, I look at that belt every day because only I can look at the Capital Wrestling Championship. That's right, only me, Harry. I'd show it to you, but it's my property. I bought it, signed, sealed, delivered. It's mine. And you know, I feel good. This year in Capital Wrestling, I have to say, has been the greatest year of my professional career. Not only did we earn the Capital Wrestling Tag Team titles, well, Paul Jourdain helped a little, but they're ours now. You know, we carry them around. Chris Seaton sadly suffered a debilitating injury, but Chris Seaton on one leg. Chris Seaton on only one leg can do more damage than anything. Stan Styles or Mick Drake. Ooh, they got another guy with muscles, Harry. You know what I've got? I've got this muscle right here. The greatest muscle known to man. My Abdullah Oblongata can cause more concussions than anybody with a needle, a bottle, and a person with the name Zahorian on speed dial.
Well, listen, I would be afraid to deal with your wits at any point. And everyone at Capitol should be afraid. And by the way, there's a lot of people saying that who's the champion, debating who's the tag team champions, who they are. Possession's 9/10 of the law. You know that. You're an attorney.
Do.
You're in possession of the belts. As far as I'm concerned, your team are the Capital Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Now, there's a lot of people who disagree with that. In particular, some of the other managers here, one Portia Vaughn, who I enjoy, but she seems to have rubbed you the wrong way.
Look, this Lena Dunham also ran this HBO quinoa-eating, free-range, kale-growing, oregano enthusiast wanted to find an Adam Driver. She wanted to find an Adam to her Hannah. And, well, the only thing between them is a nose and several IQ points. But, see, Neil Sharkey, I respect. That man is one of the godfathers of our sport. But Portia Vaughn, You fired the first shot. You demanded the Capital Wrestling Tag Team titles. I remember, I was there, March 25th, 2017. That gussied up bucket of, it's a family show.
Family show.
Family show. But that harlot, that Jezebel, that trust fund ninny tried to steal the Capital Wrestling Tag Team titles before we could get a chance. So it's about fighting fire with fire, Harry, and well, I'm fired up for December 29th.
Well, politics makes strange bedfellows. You find yourself aligned with her team, Luxury Muscles Incorporated, in the main event at World War IV. I mean, how's all that going to work?
Well, you know, Ken Dixon had to defend his Capital Wrestling, my Capital Wrestling Championship on December 29th. So we needed to, you know, make some additions. We needed some window dressing. So we have two tag teams in World War IV on the opposite side. Sex Crazed and The Perfect Strangers, a.k.a. The Whiny Bitch and Brokey McFaceface. So, wow. I don't care about Sonny Kiss being in World War IV. Sonny Kiss, you want to be the face of Capital Wrestling. Well, sweetheart, the only thing you are is makeup, broken dreams, and someone who was rejected from the Vogue video. Listen here, darling, you could be a cheerleader, you could be an athlete, you could consider yourself to be the greatest pure athlete in Capital Wrestling. And you know what, Harry, I would agree with you. But you're not built for war, darling. You're not built for what's going to happen to you. You're not built to see your own blood pool in front of you. You're not built to see the endgame Paul Jourdain standing above your head with a steel chair. You're not concerned about that night being your last night on earth. I want you to look at yourself in the mirror when you're putting mascara on, when you're putting your eyeshadow on, when you're saying, I am Sonny Kiss. I want you to be prepared to say, in the name of the Father, the name of the Son, and the name of the Holy Shapiro, because the bastards are going to war, Harry. Are you ready? Are you ready for what's coming?
I know that I'm not ready to deal with you word for word because words are your weapon, but physicality, that's something different. How do you feel about Marcus Dowling putting you, of all people, in this match? I don't know that he was thinking properly when he did it, but how do you feel about Marcus Dowling putting you in this match?
See, this is another act from a desperate man, Harry. You see, Marcus Dowling's been jealous of me for years, and it's manifested into this desperate act. He's mad that I was able to creatively get the Capital Wrestling Tag Team titles. He's mad that I got his former friend, Paul Jourdain, on my side. He's mad that I bought the Capital Wrestling title. He's a socialist. He's not a fan of a free market economy. But that peanut head, oh, he thinks he's smart. He old Baldy, you know, the gap between his teeth is, well, the gap between his brains and his brainstem. There's a little bit of a separation there, Harry. Little pal Chubby, he got me into a corner, didn't he? He put me in a wrestling match. I have to wrestle. But you know what, Harry? I've been fighting my entire life. I have had to fight for everything that I have. This jacket I fought for, this $3,000 bow tie I fought for, this television time I had to fight for because that lipsticked up
family show
Portia Vaughn got to be interviewed. So I bought out the studio time. I paid for you to come in a lovely town car.
First class.
I demanded this opportunity because I wanted to look you in the eyes, Marcus. And I want that cameraman, hey, Jamoke, zoom in on my face.
Can you get in on his face?
Shut up. I'm sorry, Harry, but I need you to be quiet.
Please, I'll do your thing.
Marcus, we've known each other for 7 years. You've known me longer than anybody in professional wrestling. And you want to see me broken. You want to see me beaten. You want to see blood pool from my forehead. Well, come on, you stupid son of a bitch. If you wanted to do it yourself, then take the first swing. On December 29th, I walk into World War IV, and I am not afraid. Andros and Marcus, take your swings. Matt Sells and Smiley take your swings. The mystery partner. You know, Marcus Dowling couldn't even get a 6th member. And he won't put himself in there because he's too much of a bleep it, censor it, I don't care anymore. Because I'm willing to die on December 29th. I am willing to be assassinated in that ring by a 5-man firing squad. Marcus, you couldn't fill a bag with the stones you like to throw around. I want you to think about this, old friend. On December 29th, I'm willing to die for this. Are you able to live?
Well, nobody I know has had a better year in 2017 in Capitol than Matthew Ryan Shapiro, and I don't think there's any way he's not going to close it out the same way. Join us December 29th, live on Twitch for World War IV.